fourth graders, we're going to continue our research on explorers that came to California in search of riches and new sea routes. And we are going to start with a video. So you're going to be clicking on the arrow that will take you to a video to watch about explorers. When you're done watching that video, click on your Google Doc and go to your explorer chart. Now this week, 3 new explorers will be worth an A, 2 new explorers that you research will be worth a B, and 1 new explorer that you research will be worth a C. You can come to meet with your teacher if you need extra help reading the articles about the explorer, but there are articles for you to look through by clicking on either of the pictures of the ships. So I'm going to click on one and show you where that takes us. So you can see by looking at the different pictures and names, there are 6 explorers to choose from. Last week we did Juan Cabrillo, so that is not an option this week. You need to choose from the other 5 that are left. We can choose from Sir Francis Drake, Sebastian Vizcaino, Vitus Bering, Gaspar de Portola, and James Cook. So if you click on one, such as Sir Francis Drake, it will take you to some simple facts that you can use for research. This particular slide about Sir Francis Drake says that he explored in 1579. He sailed for England. He was a privateer, which means a hero or a pirate that was hired by Queen of England. And he was exploring along Marin County coast, which is near San Francisco. What he found and his achievements or accomplishments are mainly in California. He claimed Drake's Bay and the surrounding area for England and named it Nova Albion, which means New England. By clicking on that ship, I found research in one spot. The other ship gives you research on a website. So I'm going to show you that now. This takes you to a list of different explorers that are not in our list. So you need to be kind of careful to find the correct explorer. So I can see Francis Drake is here, Cabrillo is here, Sebastian Vizcaino is here. There are more that are here that you can look at, but it might be distracting, so be careful of that. Another one that's here is Gaspar de Portola. That's a famous explorer that looked for different things from California. So this is a great resource, but be careful not to go too far off track. I'm going to go back to my GameBoard and show you your Explorer pennants now. So by Thursday, you should be done working on your chart, and you should have found enough information to tell us about 3 different explorers. But on Thursday, try to work on your Explorer pennants. It's going to ask you to make a copy. So I'm going to do make a copy, and it's going to save it with my name on it. If it doesn't put your name at the top, simply add your name. So I'm just going to type mine up there. So Mrs. Wilson's Explorer pennants. And I'm going to go down and find the one that has the Explorer that I want to do. I was working on Sir Francis Drake. So real quickly, I'm going to go over each of these boxes. They're a little bit more detailed than your chart, but you can use your chart at the same time to help you fill out these boxes. So Sir Francis Drake, his accomplishments as an explorer. So use those research tools we gave you. You can even type in Sir Francis Drake accomplishments into Google and see what comes up. It's okay if you find things outside of the state of California, because these explorers went around the world searching for things for their countries. Life information, you need to find the birth date, where, the location that they were born. So location is where they were born. What country were they exploring for? So this is often different than where they were born. So for example, Sir Francis Drake was exploring for England, but you might find that he was born in a different country, or you could find the exact city he was born in. And then tell what he discovered. So in this case, we could put Nova Albion. So see how we do that? So when you look at the important life events that your Explorer had, choose 3 that are really big events and put them right after the colon for each one. So maybe you could write down he found a new harbor in California. And be careful to do capitals and periods there. Okay. The other boxes ask for interesting facts, so use sentences. Life and legacy means what is he remembered now that he's passed away? What is he remembered for? So you could even start it with he is remembered for discovering, and then tell what he was remembered for discovering. So that's a pretty simple one. We don't often use the word legacy. A legacy is something that somebody leaves behind and that people remember about them. Created by is you're going to put your name, and then the death box is for when they passed away. Okay, so as you finish your last part of your Explorer project, you will have a Kahoot to do. Your Kahoot will ask you to use your name when you click on it. So make sure, it says enter nickname, please make sure you enter your full first and last name. So look, I'm doing Sharon Wilson, and then I'm doing OK, go. So there's 10 questions, and it will be open until Friday. But at Friday at 3 o'clock, it's going to be closed. So you got to make sure you take that before the due date. And the last thing to do is go to Padlet. Padlet will ask you to post one of the best pennants that you created. So you click on the little plus sign down here. It'll go to, it'll tell your name as long as you're signed in. If you don't see your name, you got to make sure you put your name, okay, so that your teacher knows that you did it. And you can even put your teacher's name too, if you want to, okay. Mrs. Wilson's class, if you want, or Mrs. Horseman's class, or whoever your teacher is. And then you're going to be adding your pennant. So you can upload your pennant. So you can pick your file if you can find it on Google Docs. Or an even easier way to do it is to take a screenshot. You can also click on these 3 dots and go to your Google right here. Oh, sorry. And go to your screen, okay? Actually, on Padlet, the best idea is for you to record your screen. So if you record your screen, you're going to do it for up to 5 minutes, and you want to have your presentation, your pennant, ready to show on your screen. So you can record with or without audio. You can talk about your pennant and what you learned, or you could simply let the picture of it show, okay? And it's going to ask you what is your headset, what is your microphone. So make sure your microphone is set for you to be able to talk. I know mine is supposed to use my webcam, so I'm making sure my webcam is selected, so make sure you set that up right. And then it's going to ask you, well, which part do you want to share? Do you want to share your entire screen, which is probably better, or do you want to just share part of your screen? Okay, or do you want to show one of your windows in another area? So you could share your pennant this way. So I'm going to find my pennant. I happen to have it open. Okay, so see how it's recording my pennant, and then up in the left side it says sharing this tab to Padlet.com. All I do when I'm done is just say stop. Okay. So then I go back to my Padlet. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to save it. So this is a new way to save onto a Padlet, and it's saving it so that other kids in 4th grade can see what I posted about my project. So it's a great way to share with each other. I hope to see your pennant soon. Bye, 4th graders.